Jogun Nandak Shingla Juparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kaniyatayami
Sangha
Chidam Soki Chonam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Gyatsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sonangi Jola Vinchir Sangye Juparsho
Sangha
Chudam Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Gyatsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gipe Sunamki Jola Vinchir Sangye Juparsho
Sangha
Chudam Soki Chognam La Jamchu Bardu Dagni Gyatsuchi Dagi Chunyen Gibe Sonamki Jola Vinchir Sangye Juparsho.
microphone.
Okay, Michael.
You're up. By the way, let me just introduce Alison's text. She's doing Vinaya. So in this class, every 2 days, you will hear every major school of Buddhism. And I don't think there's anywhere in the world you can do that. We are split up the books to cover every major school of Buddhism. So we're doing, in 2 days, you will hear every subject. So you're going to, like, mind only today, mind only, right?
No.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
And then Vinaya,
Yeah.
and then, it's weird to hear them all in 1 day. But that's what's going to happen if you sit here for 2 days. Okay, go. Also, she's translating the ancient vows of the nuns, full nuns, which were missing for 1,000 years. It's been broken in Tibet for 1,000 years, and we're translating it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And they're very difficult and nasty.
You sent me Alison's?
I did.
No, I got mine first.
I sent you Allison's also.
All right, so it's probably still...
Check. It's still in the air, maybe. If you don't get it, let me know.
Okay, thank you.
First question. Which vow is concerning children among the 35 vows of the 3 big categories of 4 non-vows? And why is there such a vow?
Taking care of the children of other people. Taking care of
Any children?
other people's children.
Other people's children.
Yeah, to take right. And why?
Because you might
Waste
get
time.
attached.
Oh, you get attached to them. Yeah.
Get distracted. Yeah, great.
Kids are very distracting.
No, it's okay with your own kids, but you're not supposed to take extra. You're not supposed to take extra kids on. Yeah.
Raise up somebody else has a child.
If they were refugees and they needed care, of course you would. I mean, but it just means just for fun to take another kid.
Just don't get all into it. Start bringing them to the monastery.
Second, which vow is concerning another nun's residence among the vows above? And what is the vow?
No, don't go in her house without her being there.
And then checking around and making
Nice.
sure there's no eyes.
Yeah, you gotta.
That was more like another layperson's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So words is right.
Words right as usual. It's boring.
I should be wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to another nun's residence and spend the night. You break if there's no other nun, because the nun can come in
Yeah.
anytime.
What do you
sorry.
mean by a household?
Oh, sorry. No, it's just.
That's
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
good. Okay.
Yeah.
And third question, which vow is concerning massage, and what's the vow?
There's about 4 vows.
Oh yeah. What are the vows?
It can't smell good. It can be regular olive oil.
You can't get massaged by a full nun. You can't get massaged by a novice. You can't get massaged by a lay woman, and they don't even mention man.
Not to mention.
Anyway, there's a lot of massages you're not supposed to have.
Yeah.
Can't have
Little
rough
bits can't be too
bits.
big.
No
showers.
Yeah. There can't be any
Yeah, okay.
sesame seeds or something.
Yeah. No burnt
The
sesame.
burnt.
No tikva.
Yeah. Burnt
Okay.
news. Or no.
Yeah.
Yay.
Burnt.
Hey. Uh-oh. You put the answers in.
Oh, it's Sanskrit.
By the way, I believe it's apostrophe TSO. I believe it's apostrophe TSO. You have to add an apostrophe TSO.
Okay.
Owl prefix, right? I believe so, yeah.
Okay. And sorry, you already see the answer.
You have to be sorry.
是吧？
What's the Sanskrit?
Rakshita.
Yeah, Rakshita. Common name like Dharma Rakshita. Yeah.
Okay.
Shibuto.
Well, it could also be Pala, right, Rakshita?
Yeah, it could have been.
Pala Rakshita.
Duck,
The so part is often Rakshita.
You mean mud?
mud. Yeah. So sorry, I gave you the answer.
You don't have to be sorry.
Okay.
You guys shall have a random question about the
Chepa means to do. Chepa means to do.
Chipa. Not allowed?
No, it doesn't mean that.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, that's it.
Hang on, I gotta.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alice.
Very
you.
easy questions.
Geshe, doesn't Takpo actually mean mud nowadays in Tibet too?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, ndak. But you gotta prenasal it, otherwise you get in trouble. Otherwise it means pure. So there's almost the difference between pure and dirty hangs on the prenasal.
Okay, thank you.
It's funny how they do it. I mean, that happens a lot.
Drell and Drell.
It seems to happen,
Yeah,
yeah.
today, beautiful and ugly.
What is it?
Leprosy.
Which one is it? It's not showing up, right?
Let's see.
String of precious.
Oh, token.
There's so many. Trell and Krell.
Drell and Drell.
It's not showing up.
Let me try it over here.
Sure.
Do we get it?
Yeah, give me. Let's try that one.
Wish I didn't get it.
I'm working on it. I think the internet's funky today. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, the admin is not working.
I just printed something.
Okay, string of something.
Thank you.
You put it on.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay. Her can't connect to the scriptorium monitor.
Oh,
That's
I would
interesting.
but we can restart the
turn
Apple TV.
your Wi-Fi off and turn it on or something.
Timothy.
What is that?
Reason.
Which Wi-Fi are you using? He's using
Script SCIM admin. Should I try a different
You
one?
could try
Yeah, try
guest.
guest.
No, but then the TV would have to be on guest.
The 1.5.
No,
No, I'm on guest and I use it just fine.
The
Are you
1.5
sure you were on
Yeah.
guest when you used it?
The scriptorium monitor is not showing up.
He's
Yeah.
gonna restart the Apple TV.
Let's sleep.
Yeah,
Yay!
Nick's happy.
Been waiting for that.
Why is it?
It's restarting.
I think we should thank Tim for doing all this. It's really cool. It's really cool. And it's on the knowledge base or
It's on
something?
YouTube and it's on, well, it's on YouTube.
All these classes, like many classes are on YouTube. Yeah.
People are watching them too.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, Lauren, I watched your class.
We have thousands of subscribers. More
Wow.
than any other worldview
Wow.
You mean
channel.
the Tibetan channel?
Yeah, the
Wow.
Tibetan language channel.
2,300 or something.
More. I think almost 3,000. I think. Check, yeah.
I should stop making bad jokes then, I guess.
It's okay.
Can I have some gum?
Good news is it's basically impossible.
Here's your class.
Yeah.
Translation program material.
Oh, I have to do that?
It works now. Get
You
it.
want me to try?
I can see it, by the
You're
way.
good, Alison.
I can see it.
Oh, okay.
Can I just try it?
Jump on.
Come on.
No.
Put it on and put it, open it.
Yes, Tibetan language channel.
Let's try again. Now it's not showing. Oh, here it is. Maybe you have to put the code in and it'll go away. And
You owe me $100. Sure did.
One of those kind of days.
What kind of days?
The 4-finger touch kind of days.
maybe you should put the code, put that code in, and then you hand it over.
What does it do?
Okay, here we go.
I would think you would
Reset
know.
something?
Yeah, reset the
There we go. All right.
DRAM.
Actually, I shouldn't be chewing gum, right?
Now that you know you have millions and millions of viewers.
4 vows?
Oh, we had a problem last time. Is that
All right.
we had a problem last time? Is that we?
Guys.
Let me know when you guys are ready. Okay, we had a problem last time. We had a problem this time. That we didn't find 8 in this list here.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 8. We know how many it's supposed to be, and it wasn't 8. And so, not really believing I would go try to find them, I promised to check the 8, but I was hoping that you guys wouldn't notice that I didn't do it. But actually, I got interested in it last night, and I spent like 3-4 hours on it. And it's a mess. This part of the book is a mess. It's a total mess. And it's going to take me a long time to clean it up. But I'll tell you what I got so far, okay? So we had, first we had this vow, which was somebody wiping your body, right? Another full nun is giving you a massage with scented oil. Okay? Then that was supposed to be followed by 8, 43, 44, 45, 6, 5, 7, 48, by 8 vows. He promised 8. See here at the end it says gate. And they were supposed to be like a category, a group of vows. The one of having another full nun wipe your body is not part of the 8. Okay? And there's a completely weird vow in there in the 8, and he left it out. Okay? And we've had this twice already. Where first there's a vow about not holding hands in water, and then the rest is totally unrelated, okay? And they're all considered to be a group. Okay, so the one that's, for me to fix this section is a huge thing, okay? It's a huge subject, and I'm gonna have to do it offline, okay?
Yeah.
One of the problems here is the name of this set of vows is called Shidor Chepa. Okay, right here. Shidor means sweeping up sweeping up the mess in your house. And it only comes for us in the Lamrim. In getting your room ready for meditation, you Shidor. You're supposed to sweep the place, you know.
What's the name of the famous book, Sudashura?
Yeah. Cleaning up wrong views.
Where would you look for the correct? I'm just curious. Would it be in a comment?
I have a special group of scriptures I've created, which is all the Vinaya scriptures of the Kangyur, the Tengyur, and the Sumbum. Okay? And I might even be able to show it to you. Let me see. No, I already erased it, but
So you just try to check you keep adding to it?
every single Vinaya book ever written in the last 2,500 years, I put them all in one folder. And then I searched that, and it's a mess. Just for 3,000 years, it's a mess, okay? And you get a lot of contradictory stuff. And it's very interesting, but it's kind of like, you know, if you want to spend the rest of your life on it. One interesting thing, for example, that I'm going to clean up later, this isn't the Chidor category. That's the hair combing category, which is coming, because the motion is similar to sweeping, okay? So in the original sutras, the combing vows, hair combing vows, which is illegal, are all called Chidor, because you're sweeping the comb across your head. You see what I mean? And they don't relate at all to these massage vows. Okay? So like that, it's all confused. The whole thing's a mess. And he's messed it up worse. Anyway, now that I've complained, somebody asked me to check I also promised to check the shell thing, because you said it wasn't in some version that you read.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And here's Sonawa. Drew Tarkit Sigme Kupe Langshini Bom Galmo she's the bad lady.
Again, yeah.
Tilkijuma, Sigma, the leftover shells from the processing of sesame oil. She wiped her body with it. Gotcha. What's the gotcha? Here's the word gotcha used in a normal sentence, okay? It doesn't refer to emptiness.
Right.
It means what was wrong. What's wrong with that? Gyakpa pel. She will gain weight. Okay?
I think I'm just.
I don't get that.
What's that?
You might be Ayurvedic. Tibetan medicine or something?
No, so then I thought, what the heck? And I went and checked all these vows, and apparently it was against the rules to do anything that might cause you to gain weight because the sponsors would think you were eating at night and you weren't doing your meditations. Okay?
Yeah.
There's whole categories called the don't gain weight category. And it's because they will think you broke your promise not to eat after noon.
Yeah.
And somehow, if you rub this on your body, you tend to gain more fat or something.
It seems like an Ayurvedic thing.
I don't know. Okay? Don't blame me. I'm just the translator. Okay.
Sesame is used for or something. It's used for vata drink.
And there's times when you can do it, and it's a long story. Okay, this whole section needs to be fixed. The original is messed up. Okay.
And this nun can't catch a break.
No, after.
Here's the original Vinaya Sutra for nuns. Here's the original Vinaya Sutra listing these 8. Massaging yourself. Getting another full nun to massage you. Then number 2 is getting another full nun to massage you.
That's problematic. Probably Gelo.
Another?
No.
It's Gelo, okay? Because the 2 letters look the same.
Long and both.
Okay, this is what I have to deal with. And I'm like, you already said that number 1, this number 2, something's wrong. Okay, intermediate nun, or a novice nun, or a lay person, ready? Or a non-Buddhist practitioner,
Oh my God.
which wasn't in our list,
I got this.
But a woman.
right? We didn't have 7, we only had 7, we didn't have 8. Yeah, a non-Buddhist female. And this means like particularly like a Jain nun or something. Because then they'll think you're hanging out with the Jain nuns. And then they'll follow the Jain nuns.
Okay.
So, okay.
Examples were Hindu,
That's the point, yeah.
but Jains are
They're called mutegs because
they hang out at the ghats.
tek means,
Stool.
yeah, the ghat,
Stairs, wait.
the stairs into the Ganges River, okay.
The first one was massaging yourself.
And this one's just to get them to wash you with water. And this is where you add scent to it. And this is where you add the shells of the sesame oil that might make you fat. And as long ago as this sutra, it was called the sweeping. It was miscalled the sweeping category. Okay. Now, when you go to the Vinaya Vibhanga, which is older, the original Kangya, there's a vowel here which you mentioned to me the other day. The missing vowel here isn't that one. The ancient Vinaya gives another vowel here, a different vowel here. And here's the whole vowel. Okay, and it's I want to find the name for you. Well, anyway, it's called the Chapkungdu Chapkungsar Droe Chikdu Chapkungsar Droe Tungje. Going to the outhouse alone. Going to the toilet alone, because you had to go outside to a pit or to a ditch, and you had your robes up, and there might be a man there. So you had to go with somebody else. You weren't allowed to go to the outhouse or the poop pit by yourself. And that was the first of the 8. And it's this case where the first one is one way and then the other 7 are massage vowels. And why poop goes with massage, I don't know. Okay, so we got to work on this section. Because one author adds a non-Buddhist nun wiping your body, but the Buddha added going to the outhouse by yourself. Okay? And that's why there weren't 8. There's like 2 explanations why there's no 8. Okay? Note, the Chidor Chib is not this group. Okay? The sweeping vow is not this group. And that's again in the Kangyur. All the vows about taking care of your hair, which is what we're doing next, all of those vows about taking care of your hair are called the Chidor. Okay? They're called the Chidor vows. Okay?
Combing.
The sweeping vows. It has nothing to do with the massages. Okay? So that's from the ancient, there's like many pages of notes here. Okay? To figure out that everybody's wrong. Okay?
An absence of consistency.
Okay. And that makes sense because massaging has nothing, well, it also is a Chidor, I guess. But very frustrating. On top of that, they've misspelled all the words for massage and made them into thievery. Okay? And it's very frustrating. And by the way, in the ancient Kangyur texts, these particular vows are presented as parts of vow number 27, which they're not. Okay? Or we don't come up with the right number. And remember where we had 11 in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
Those were 11 divisions to an ancient 27, which no longer exists. Okay? So, go figure it out.
We should figure out 27.
And I can figure it out, or I can at least make a new version which is correct. But it's going to be a lot of work. And I don't think we should spend our time in the class to do that. But it's about 6 pages of notes. I read all of it, and I figured it out. But it's a mess. It's a real mess, okay? There's going to the toilet by yourself, okay? Which is the first of 28.
Chapkyum Sag is 30?
Yeah, chup means water, right? High word for water. And kung means, we already had kong tong inside the cup. It's a hole, it's a water hole, meaning a pee-pee hole.
Call it like Song Chu in the monastery, like the secret water.
Secret water.
So I'm just gonna go on, okay? And I gotta clean up the whole massage thing. It's a mess, it's a super mess, okay? Now we're supposed to have, here's the name of this category. It's a new category within the vows on celibacy. It's a new category. And it's going to be called, start here, Chupa. Just read. Chupa le, Kyurpe, Tungche, Chuko. There's supposed to be 6 vows that relate to, this is the Chupa intention. Shastra. Scripture, ancient scripture, ancient commentary. What's the Tibetan word mean?
To untie.
It's also used for Semke Chupa, bodhicitta.
Oh, fake? Motivation?
Yeah, fake. Or just created, or made up. So this is a category of vows called making up, making yourself up.
Oh, like making yourself pretty?
Yeah. Okay, got it? It's very interesting. Okay, Chupa means to fix yourself up.
Make yourself fake.
And maybe the word dharma is related to that. Okay, Cha. Same spelling. I mean, same basic root. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this gum. Not fair to everybody. So supposedly we're going to have 6 vows. And because they are 30 to 35 in our big list, this is going to be the final vows of celibacy. because he promised us 35. He promised us 35. There are 14 categories. We're on the category about celibacy. We're going to have many other categories before we finish this 180. In the middle of a whole vows. How many nuns vows in total? 364. Right. Okay, here we go. Start here. Okay. And in general, it's 51 to 56. Within the vows on celibacy, it's 30 to 35. Okay, here we go.
ผู้แม้ทั้งหลักพาแท้ว่ามันชาชุลานุชินตูรูปเชผาทัง
Okay, good. Let's just do that one. Gel is a verb made from ngel,
To have separated?
to connect. Ngel, okay? And lakbadel means hold hands. Okay, to hold hands with another woman.
Yeah.
Any woman.
Yeah.
So hold hands with another woman. What's dewa?
Don't know.
Yo, little?
Belly button.
Oh, from the belly button
Okay.
on down?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Belly button on down. Okay. Your hands are not visible in the water. You're standing in water with another woman, and you're holding hands, but nobody can see. Okay. Chula nup. Your body is in the water up to your navel. Okay. And you are washing. Okay. So people can't see what's going on with your hands. All right? Illegal. With any other woman. Okay? Okay, next one, number 2. And by the way, this is this pattern where the first vowel has nothing to do with the rest. Okay? And why it's like that, we have to, I spent how many years? 4 or 5 years on these. With a nun who said she was going to fix them up. That's a long story. Anyway, wasted time. Go ahead. Cha chepe.
Cha chepe chi bu she chi
Si
si
Time sa we. Ta sheba. Sorry. So mang.
so man
Oh, sorry. Ta shepa dang. Let's finish there. Okay. I was trying to divide them. Cha chepe here. Here's the same ch in Tencha Shastra.
Isn't it spelled with that?
Make up.
Yeah, in order to make up your hair, okay, in order to make your hair look better, tra chupichur, pushaltsi, totally misspelled version of, where's that? Of another word. Pushaltsi, where's that? Let me look it up. Here it is here, okay?
Yeah.
This is from the Vinaya Vibhanga. This is from the Kangyur. It's Pushaltsi. Okay, it's nothing to do with the spelling he gave. Which makes things, life is hard. He totally misspelled a word. What am I supposed to do? Okay, anyway, you use Pushaltsi or Dema, and they are both kinds of grass, okay? And I thought he was going to scent it.
Right.
But I found another commentary that said these are very stiff kinds of grass that you can use to comb your hair. Okay. So either one, you're using a very stiff kind of grass. Maybe you cut it, and you can comb your hair with it. Okay. Because they didn't have metal in those days much. Okay. Yeah. So she goes out and gets a special bush that she can use for.
so they have hair that
Well, no, you're not supposed to. I don't know what they're talking about. I think your hair is not supposed to be longer than that, but still you're combing it, okay? I don't know. Okay. So, Drachapi Dema. Dema is another kind of saw. Sawa. You use the root of a dema tree. It's another tree. It's called, anyways, they use it for ropes and shoe soles or whatever that. Some kind of grass. And you take the root, which is stiff, and you use it to comb your hair. Okay. Dung. Or somang, misspelled, terribly misspelled. He said somange. This is just incredibly difficult to translate because everything's misspelled. So somang means a comb. And shepa means to comb your hair. Okay. How's that different from a root that you use to comb your hair? You know, maybe it's metal. I don't know. But somang is normally a normal comb. Okay. So, and no one's numbered them. So you gotta work on that. Okay. Nyukshe is clear. That's a bamboo comb. You take a piece of bamboo and you cut slots in it, and then you use it as a comb.
Did you check the scan already to see if these in fact were in the scan, all these misspellings?
I did not check the scan. But they're unusual words, which is partly why they mistype it. Somang, by the way, teeth on a brush or teeth on a saw are called so. So that's a little easier. Okay, teeth. They're called teeth. Okay, shepa. So you comb your hair with a real comb, or you use a bamboo comb. Okay, or you use all three. Now, whether that gets counted as a separate one or not, that's a debate. Okay, and different texts from ancient times have different interpretations, and we got to go through it. We got to choose one. Okay. Okay. Now, Danyin. SGRA is extremely famous in Buddhist scripture because it means echo, and echo, okay? Papa, 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 okay? So, SGRA, which means sound copy, Danyin. This is Danyin, and it's correct, for once. So guess what's a hair copy?
A wig.
A wig. Yeah, to use a wig. Okay? Which is very interesting. You know, a nun goes get a wig and go on a date, you know, something like that. You see what I mean? So it's illegal for nuns to have a wig, to own a wig, okay, in this tradition, okay?
And then one.
Say again?
And then one nun, she wear a wig.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Think times are different. Gola kappa means cover your head. Cup means to cup. It's similar to cup.
We had it earlier.
To cover your head. Okay. And I read the Lengxi. It's very complex. And a man saw a nun with a wig on. I think it was Bongamo or somebody. And he mistook her for a prostitute because in those days only prostitutes wore wigs. And he saw it was a wig. So he assumed she was a prostitute. And he said, will you do it for $50? And she said, 500. You know, and then it goes from there. It's an amazing story. He accepts the 500. They go to his place, and then she decides she can't do it because she's a nun. I don't know if she got the 500 or she ran, but anyway, she ran away. She ran away, and then Lord Buddha said, no more wigs. This is, you know. Now there was the guy came back for his money. Like Buddha, where's my 500? And he said, whoa, what 500? So it's a big, there's a long story. You could make a movie out of it.
Is that the Kagir?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I was like, you know, I was just curious, you know, what's wrong with the wig? And that's what's wrong with the wig. Okay. Okay, last one. Number 6.
Appendix.
Kimpe, Yanche.
That's easy, except it's misspelled.
Oh,
Chang.
Changwa.
No, that's enough. What's Changwa? Dorje Chang.
Holder.
Yeah, Vajra Bani, right?
Yeah, Dara, right?
Vajradara. Yeah, you're right. Vajradara. Yeah, it means to keep, to hold. Changwa, ancient form Changwa means to hold. Again.
Jewel.
Yeah, jewelry. Of a
Householder.
Yeah.
Like
for a nun
for them.
to put on normal earrings or normal necklace or bracelet or something like that. And the gakcha, if you're interested, was it would appear that the sanghas making money off the householders. You see, if they walk around with expensive jewelry on, then people who are feeding them every day food will say, if you got money for jewelry, you just go get your own food, okay? Okay, all right. Okay, we successfully finished vows relating to
Making yourself up?
No, we just finished 35.
And
We finished all the vows to do with celibacy. Okay, those are the hard ones. They were sexual vows. Many of them were sexual. They were embarrassing to go through. I think Xiaoping did a good job. She didn't get too embarrassed. And we finished them. And here's all the backup on the brush vows. Okay, and all the misspellings they did. Okay, and now we got to some thankfully easy ones. Okay, it's a bad habit to enjoy the easy ones, but it's still enjoyable.
We mixed nuts dessert.
Okay, so we have 3 vows that relates to goofing off. Okay, goofing off vows. This is the next category. This is the 4th group of vows that are not so serious that you have to that you have to go away for a while. You can just confess them and you can stay in the nunnery with everybody else. So they're bad, but they're not super bad. You just say I'm sorry and you can stay. Okay. So and you don't lose your vows. Okay. So please read. Shipa. The Z is low tone. Shipa. Not G,
Shipa,
Shipa.
Zenmo, Lekyupa, Sunni.
Kyurpa. Sunni.
Kyupa, Sunni.
Do the first one.
Yenla, Chopa, Jo, Jung, Watang.
Okay, good. Shipa means group number 4 of this kind of vows. Tsemo,
Night.
no, that's Henmo.
Tenmo, yeah.
Huh?
Relaxing.
Yeah, playing. Tsemotse means to play.
Oh, cool.
To do games. Play games. Tsemotse.
Tenmo,
Okay. By the way, sometimes it means I was just joking you. Oh, tsemotse. I was just kidding. It means I was playing a game. Okay, tsemotse. Okay. Le Kyurpa, 3 vows which come from goofing off. Okay. And here's the first one. Yenla Kyurpa. Please read. Oh, you had it. I'm sorry. What's Mikyurpa?
Unshakable.
Yeah, it's a Buddha family. Akshobhya. What's it mean?
Unshakable.
Doesn't move.
From the
Doesn't move.
understanding of emptiness, right?
Yeah, it doesn't move. But here it's Kyurpa. What's that?
Shaking or
Your yenlocks.
Your arms.
Your arms and legs.
Yeah, waving your legs.
You know, and Trodung is the ancient word for dancing.
What is in English? This
Dancing with your
Waving your arms? That's not, we would say waving your arms.
Gyrating.
But here it's your arms and legs, you know.
particularly.
And it means dancing. Okay, you're not allowed to dance if you're a nun. Okay. Unless it's in the pursuit of religion. There's an exception. Mixed out, yeah. Unless your lama says this is important to celebrate the opening of the college or something, then you're supposed to dance. Seriously. Okay. All right. Number 58. Please read.
Kiet Da,
Dung.
Kiet Dang, Kang Yang, Rung We,
Yeah.
Ring Pa, Jing Pa, Q De, Lu Den Pa Tang,
Lulemba.
Lu Len Pa Tang.
Yeah, this spelling of
Low.
Lu means, I think it's misspelled actually. Somebody look up song.
GLU song.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's misspelled. Okay. Okay, with a K,
Naga.
Naga, Nagarjuna, Ludu. Okay, but this one means song. Dung means a modulation of the voice. In the monastery, you have these chanting scriptures, and they carve a line that goes, and they actually write it. They carve it. It's written. It's carved. Yeah.
Wow.
I have some of it on my computer. You can see it. And then they mark where the drum comes in. Like there's an X, and they go boom, and then they go. Okay. So anyway, I have some of them. The guy who carved the Naropa series also carved in some dung. Anyway, dung means to sing a melody. Karyang Rungwe, it doesn't matter what kind of melody. Dimba Gyur means to change your throat, which means to, He's defining singing.
Okay.
So good luck, I don't know. Garble your throat. Okay, like that. Meaning, modulating your throat in the form of a tune, which means singing. Okay, like only a monk would do that.
Yeah.
Doing a melody by modulating the shape of your throat, or we can call it singing. Okay, that's such a scripture. Okay. Go ahead, read this one. By the way, misspelled, thanks a lot. Piwang.
Piwang là sốc phe rau mò chô và để yang chô và
Te gyakpa.
le kiu phe tung che sun mo.
Okay. Piwang, is it Chinese?
Yeah, Chinese guitar.
How do you say like a pipa? Is it pipa? Anyway, the Tibetan is piwang.
Maybe the pronunciation was different.
Yeah, and it doesn't sound like Tibetan. It sounds like it came from some other country. Okay, it sounds like it's a loan word, piwang. No Tibetan words start with the first column P. Really,
Right.
very rare.
Without
in some kind of headlet or something. Yeah. So anyway, piwang means a stringed instrument, like a guitar or a lute, etc. And what's cool about the word for playing music in ancient times is
play. It means play.
to liberate the sound from the strings.
That's right.
It's a very beautiful word. You are freeing
Draw.
the song from the strings. Isn't that beautiful? Like when you bang on drums, you are liberating the bum bum from the drum.
That's so cool.
It's a very beautiful word to me. Anyway, rumo drul means to play music, and the droma means what?
Liberate.
Tara. You see, the lady of liberation. So it's the same word. It's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. These are 3 tungjes, 3 downfalls, which relate to gyakpa.
Getting fat.
Yeah, getting fat. So having just studied getting fat in conjunction with the Jumarkit Sigma, the shells of the sesame oil, I was in the fat mood. And I thought, well, what, are they going to get fat if they play music? And then I thought, oh, they've misnamed another category. They've mixed up the names of the categories again. So I went looking for it. And here's my notes to myself. This gyakpa means to get fat in the sense of loaded down with possessions. And as any musician knows, once you start playing music, right, Sugang, ukulele man,
That's an easy one.
you start, I have a whole room in my house that's full of instruments, and I don't use them. But once you're a musician, you start collecting instruments. So this gyakpa means loaded down with instruments.
Weighed down.
Yeah, now that you're a monk or a nun, and you're supposed to be free, you don't want to be dragging your bongos around and your amp, dragging your amp around, it gets to be a lot really quick. Then you need a truck to go play somewhere, right? Yeah, and you need 3 roadies.
Well, if you're going to Long River Retreats, you need 2 drum sets. So.
Yeah, and you need people to carry this stuff. I mean, anyone who's ever been in a band can believe this, though. Okay, you just start collecting stuff,
and you probably stop a couple minutes early because we got the.
And you never use it. Okay, we're gonna stop here.
So here is Kalala music instruments.
Well, let's see. Yeah, to play music, and then really this part of the sentence goes below. He's wrapping up the name of all this category, okay, which is called, loading yourself down.
You don't need to load yourself down to
Oh, that's true.
sing.
Maybe you have to buy a dancing costume or something.
Constantly loading all your costumes.
Yeah, now our author's name for the category was goofing off category, but the ancient name is gyakpa category. Yeah, okay. And it's very famous in Nagarjuna's food prayer. Gyakpe chimlai, malak nyembi chimlak.
It's not to
Lune Bashikchun.
not for strength or to get fat.
Yeah, you're not eating, because in India, to be overweight is attractive. It means you're not poor. So even now in a Bollywood movie, if you have a little bit of fat on you, it's considered more handsome or more beautiful. Because for thousands of years, people didn't have enough food. So if you were a little bit overweight, it meant you were rich. And it's still considered attractive. Yeah. Cool.
So you just imply that they are not.
Yeah, if you live in a country that's been.
Giving off a mountain of weight.
Thank you.